on you. You killed my sister. Look at you, just sitting right there looking guilty as, because he's guilty, y'all. Look at his face. Look at his face, y'all. Look how guilty he is.
On the 11th of October 2023, a pregnant young mother getting groceries out of the trunk in her parents' driveway was shot multiple times in front of her parents' home in DeKalb County, Georgia. This fatal crime was witnessed by her 8-year-old son, who was also outside the home. 31-year-old Raisha Hurd was murdered by her ex-boyfriend and father of her unborn child, Justin Lewis, who was identified by witness reports and evidence from a doorbell camera. After the murder, he continued posting on social media and engaging with posts from her family members as if nothing happened. This is the story of Raisha Hurd, a mother to 2 amazing boys whose life was taken in the most unjustified way possible. Before we get into our story, we would love to extend our deepest condolences to the family and friends for Raisha Hurd. Also, we would like to take this crime case as a close reminder to all of us still living to be careful with who we accept in our lives. This story would take us to DeKalb County, Georgia, where the incident took place. Our story focuses on Raisha Danielle Hurd, also known by her close friends as Rain. She was a loving mother of 2 who was just 31 years old and had so much more to give to the world. Raisha was a woman with a big heart. Everyone who knew her could see how much she loved her kids. They were her life, and she would do anything to protect them. She had a good relationship with her parents, especially her dad, and even as an adult, she remained close to him. She would meet a man named Justin Rene Lewis, popularly known as Mad Music Cali as his stage name. He was an aspiring rapper trying to build his career.
Lately I've been focused on my craft. Call me young Dexter way I'm locked up in my lab. On this road to riches, I just hope I never crash. I know it's hard to make it out.
He was a real hustler. He was always ready to showcase his talents and was slowly becoming popular in the music industry. He was able to promote his music and got the opportunity to meet with some big personalities in the music industry like DJ Khaled and Diddy.
Now take the go.
That was nice, man.
Already.
He seemed like a responsible person with a clear plan for the future. When Raisha met him, she thought he was someone she could trust. What she didn't know was that Justin had a dark past, one that would eventually catch up to her in the worst way. When Justin came into her life, she probably saw him as just another step in her journey, a new chapter that maybe, just maybe, would bring something positive. But Justin wasn't just another guy. He was dangerous, and there were signs of that from the start that perhaps were not considered. You see, Justin had been married before, and the way his first wife, Sydney Dalcour, died was chilling. Sydney, just 25 years old, was shot in a way that looks oddly similar to how Raisha would later be unalived, as we will look at in this video. On May 18, 2017, Sydney Dalcour was found shot to death in her running car outside a New Orleans apartment complex. Justin was never charged in Sydney's death, and to this day, her death remains unsolved. However, the sister of Sydney, Tracy Dalcour, said when she was interviewed that Sydney was married to Justin for 5 years, and he was really abusive to her. He fought her a lot, he gave her black eyes, and he put her in the hospital. She had to have staples in her head considering the depth of her injuries.
So she was married to Justin for 5 years. He was really abusive to her. He fought her a lot, like he gave her black eyes.
Raisha didn't know all these details about Justin's past. Or maybe she did and chose to take it lightly, but she would soon learn how violent he could be. Raisha found out she was pregnant. While this news would bring joy to most people, Justin didn't feel the same way. He didn't want the baby, and he made that very clear. In fact, he started threatening her, trying to pressure her into getting rid of the baby. The situation escalated so much that a few months before killing her, he even tried to shoot her. The only reason she wasn't shot that day was that the gun's clip fell out. Justin even admitted that he told her to her face that he couldn't shoot her because the clip fell off. Can you imagine how terrifying that must have been? knowing that the person you're in a relationship with, someone you've shared your life with, is actually trying to take your life. Raisha didn't go to the police with this information because she was pregnant with Justin's child. Maybe she thought it would get better, or maybe she didn't want to cause more trouble. She stayed quiet. Unfortunately, this would empower Justin to make his next attempt on her life. On October 11th, 2023, Raisha was outside her parents' house with her 8-year-old child. That day, she wanted to have dinner with her parents, so she had gone to buy groceries to make a meal. Raisha and her son were unloading groceries together when Justin showed up. Without hesitation, Justin shot her 5 times right in front of her child and fled the scene. She was shot twice in the back, once in the chest, leg, and her head.
A DeKalb County family still reeling after someone shot and killed a young mother in the family driveway. It happened on Kelly Chapel Road. Raisha Hurd's family tells Fox 5 her 8-year-old son watched it happen.
Luckily for their family, the entire attack was caught on a Ring doorbell camera. It is horrifying to think that a human is capable of such pure cruelty without considering his actions and how they could affect others. Now, you would think someone who just murdered the mother of his child would be caught immediately, right? But no, Justin wasn't arrested right away. For 10 days, this man roamed free. He was on the run, using social media to taunt Raisha's grieving family, making posts and going live saying he was being framed.
This is a girl I used to mess with, you feel me? Like, so, I don't know what to say about that. I feel like if they people felt like this, they spreading the rumors through the internet.
In a live video, he called Raisha someone he used to mess with and accused her family of spreading rumors about him being the culprit responsible for her passing.
Crazy how everybody try to bring you down when they really don't even know what's going on.
So the girl who got killed, that wasn't even your baby mama?
Nah. The one from now, like the one that they saying, it could have been a possibility, you feel me?
So that was your current girlfriend?
I ain't got no girlfriend at all. You feel me? Only thing is my wife. That's the only girl, you feel me, that
Right.
ever, my wife.
Furthermore, the rapper claimed there was only a possibility that he could be the father of Hurd's unborn child. Imagine the horror of losing a loved one and then seeing her killer openly mocking your pain online. Justin didn't seem to care about what he had done. It seemed like he only engaged the case online because of the attention it was getting, just so that he could benefit from its fame. Raisha's niece said that she actually posted that he was wanted and that the police were going to find him, and Justin liked the post. He found joy in aggravating the family, and he wanted to show them that there was nothing that they could do to him. Raisha's family was shattered. After 10 days of liberty, Justin was apprehended. He was located in Forest Park and taken into custody on the 19th of October, according to online jail records. He was booked into DeKalb jail, where he currently remains without bail. Raisha's family related that Lewis's arrest had provided them with a sense of safety and peace.
The family of a pregnant mother killed in her parents' driveway says they're relieved the police have made an arrest now. They say that while the suspect was on the run, he was posting on social media and even responding to their posts. Channel 2's Tom Jones live at DeKalb County, where the family says this isn't the first time they've lost a loved one to gun violence.
They mentioned that they all slept well. Raisha's sister expressed that no one felt secure while Lewis was at large, stating her relief that Justin had been captured and emphasizing their desire for no other family to go through a similar experience.
I'm just happy that Justin is captured because we don't want anybody else to experience this, no other family.
The family revealed that Raisha had ended their relationship with Justin due to his abusive behavior, stating that he had mistreated her for years.
This is a person who has mistreated her for years.
Although he was apprehended, the damage was done. Raisha was gone, her kids had lost their mother, her family was left to pick up the pieces, trying to make sense of a loss that should never have happened. Raisha had been a rock for her family during the tough time, always being there to support them, and now she is gone too. We cannot begin to fathom the amount of emotional damage this dear family would be going through. It's hard to understand how someone can walk into your life, seem like they belong there, and then turn into your worst nightmare. Raisha probably never imagined that her decision to be with Justin would lead to this tragic end. He had appeared to her as a responsible man, but he changed in the course of the relationship. She had been abused by him, threatened by him, but because of her unborn child, she might have thought that things would get better, or that he would change. But to Justin, she wasn't someone he wanted to be with, let alone start a family with. Rather than allow her to keep the child like she wanted, he thought that he would take matters into his own hands and terminate the pregnancy along with Raisha's life. And while there is no justification for his cruel actions, we can assume that perhaps he was heavily influenced by hard drugs and other intoxicants. According to research, homicide is the leading cause of death for pregnant women in the United States, rather than other illnesses. Women in the United States are more likely to be murdered during pregnancy or shortly after giving birth from the 3 leading illnesses: high blood pressure disorders, hemorrhage, or sepsis. Raisha's murder didn't just affect those who knew her. It touched everyone who heard the story. It was a harsh reminder that people can hide their true selves for a long time, and sometimes we only see the real danger when it's too late. Raisha wasn't the only one who loved Justin. His 80,000 fans on Instagram probably thought that he was a humble upcoming rapper, but he ruined his life by committing this crime. A very heartbreaking fact is that Raisha's story is not unique. So many women face similar situations every day. Raisha's story serves as a warning, a call to anyone who might be in a similar situation. If someone is threatening you, if someone is showing signs of violence, don't ignore it. Reach out for help. She leaves behind her friends and family who remember her for her warm, beautiful smile and character. And even more painful, she leaves behind 2 beautiful little boys who have to grow up without a mother. Witnessing the death of a mother can leave deep emotional scars on children, impacting their mental health and overall well-being. Such trauma can lead to feelings of confusion, anger, and helplessness, often manifesting as anxiety or depression. Children may struggle to process their grief, leading to changes in behavior, school performance, and relationships with peers. They might feel isolated, thinking no one can understand their pain, which can further exacerbate their feelings of loneliness and despair. Hopefully, Raisha's children get all of the help and attention required to pass through this trying stage of their lives. Some netizens believe that part of the blame for this crime lies with law enforcement. The family of Sydney strongly believed that Justin was responsible for her death.
But we really felt like they dropped the ball. They would have paid more attention to her case. This young lady at Georgia would have never lost her life.
And they tried to get justice, but because there was no evidence, Justin was set free. Thankfully, there was the doorbell camera in Raisha's case. But if that was not available, Justin would have denied his involvement in this crime and would not have been convicted. If the case from years ago had been taken seriously, he would not have murdered or even met Raisha. What are your thoughts on this? Regarding homicide laws, Georgia classifies homicides into several categories: murder, voluntary manslaughter, and involuntary manslaughter. Murder is the unlawful killing of another with malice aforethought and carries a sentence of 1 to 30 years, or life imprisonment. Voluntary manslaughter, often considered a crime of passion, can lead to 1 to 20 years in prison, while involuntary manslaughter results from unintentional killing and may incur 1 to 10 years. This means that Justin may get to only spend 1 to 30 years in prison, depending on what the judge classifies this murder as. Currently, he has not yet been to trial, but he is not a free man. A GoFundMe campaign was launched by the family of Raisha to support with funeral expenses, taking care of her children as well, and getting them access to proper mental health. Raisha Hurd's life was full of love, full of potential, and full of hope. She deserved better, and so does every woman facing similar circumstances. Raisha didn't get the chance to escape the cycle of abuse, but her story might just help someone else find the strength to leave before it's too late. What are your thoughts on this case? Could law enforcement have done a better job of apprehending Justin for the alleged murder of Sydney? Is there anything Raisha could have done differently? What do you think came over Justin that caused him to commit such a heinous crime? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you so much once again for watching another video. If you like the way we bring you stories or you learned something new today, please like this video and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet. As always, remember to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Perhaps someone learns from your experience or advice. I will talk to you again in another video. It's bye for now.